He's standing up.
He's standing.
これいる？これパパが買ってくれたやつ。
好きかな。
気をつけてよ。落ち着くまで待ちますか？取れそうですか？
ちょっと立つ方がいいかな。
立つ方がいい？かわいい。かわいすぎ。こんな感じで取りますか？じゃあ。
大丈夫？なんかめっちゃ汚い。
大丈夫。こうやって
大丈夫
立ってからちょっと待って。ねえ、こういう時にさ身長差が不便なんだよ。
ごめんなさい。
もううちがソファに立てばいいんでしょ。待って、こんなソファでかいのに立ってもなんかいいかちょうどいい感じになってんじゃん。リセです。
ルイスです。
リセとルイスです。ルルちゃんです。はい、今日はルイスカウンセラーが皆さんの人生のお悩みと育児のお悩みを解決してくれるということで動画を回しております。
解決できるかわかんないけど、アドバイスをあげるね。
うん。でもルイスは別に専門家でもカウンセラーでもないので、なんか言ってるわぐらいで聞いてください。インスタグラムでね、皆さんのね、お悩みをね、募集したので、それに答えていただこうかと思います。
リセとルイスです。
ちょっとルルちゃんのペースに合わせて撮影していくのですいませんね。
お、大丈夫。大丈夫。
寝返り返り習得そうだった？
大丈夫だね。
大丈夫だった？
大丈夫だったけど。
見せてくれようとしたんかな。
キューキュー。もう一回。キューキュー。本気もらう。おお。
うわー。
ボトル欲しい。かも。イエーイ。
うわー。いつまでやんのって。
そうだね。そうだね。
動画全然撮る気ないやん。
Let's go。
はい、眠たかったみたいで寝ちゃいました。ランダムにちょっと何個か抽出したので、その中から答えていこうかなと思います。じゃあまずこちらです。産後2ヶ月なんですけど、どうやって夫婦時間作っていますか？いつ頃から夫婦時間作れましたか？
Well, I think that, you know, obviously once you've had a child, like your time together with your partner will change, or the things you do together might change as well. I think that for us, like time that we spend together is maybe when she's gone to sleep and like we've made dinner and we're just like chatting to each other. I think that's really, really important free time for us. We're also really lucky because your mum has been really, really helpful in like looking after her a lot. So if we want to just pop out, like we popped out for a drive a couple of times together, just that kind of stuff. Like it's just about, it's not necessarily about doing exactly the same thing as before you had a child, but it's about spending time together and talking to each other.
本当にルルちゃんお利口さんで、夜7時半から8時の間に寝ちゃうから、もうそれから8時から深夜12時ぐらいまで4時間ぐらいね、夫婦時間も作れてるから、まあそれはルルちゃんが寝てくれる子でラッキーだなと思うけど、寝始めたのが生後2ヶ月ぐらいからかな。だからそれまでは夜中も3時間おきに授乳があったりとかで、なかなか夫婦時間って言って、まあルルちゃんがお昼寝してる時にちょっと2人でネットフリックス見たりとか、あとは預かってもらったり、ちょっとカフェとかドライブ行ったりって感じだったかな。
It doesn't feel like we've lost any time just really together. It just feels like we've gained time with all three of us. You know, it feels like no time has been lost, but we've gained more time because we're spending all the time together, and I think that's really special. And you know, I think it's just really important to realise that, you know, after you give birth, after you have a child, your time together with your partner might just change the things that you're doing, and that's absolutely fine.
次です。犬と子供の関わり方について教えてほしいです。子供優勢になり犬に我慢させてしまっています。
So we'll try and choose places that specifically will allow dogs in there, and obviously allow babies as well. So it's nice to try and be inclusive. Or, for example, if for some reason Rose is not allowed to go into the cafe, maybe we'll go into the cafe and then we'll do something Rose focused after that. We might do a dog run, whatever. So it's like important to like balance your time together.
毎日ロゼも含めて4人でね散歩してるね。
そうそうそう、それもあるね。それもあるね。
本当にルルちゃんロゼ大好きでロゼ見るだけで笑ったりね。
そうそうそう、本当に。I think if you treat your animal like you would treat your child, then they'll get along very well, and I think that you'll find it easier to kind of prioritize. かな? For example, if you had like 2 children, if you had a second child, naturally you need to focus a little bit more on the child that's just been born because they have more needs. So it's not that we're not focusing, it's not that we're not prioritizing both of them. It's just the youngest child at the moment has more needs. So it's just a case of, you know, making sure that everyone feels like they're needed, that they're, you know, important.
愛する人と愛する子供を育てたいって気持ちがあるけど、同性だと血がつながった子供は 100% 不可能。So she, I guess, like a gay couple or lesbian couple, they can have a child that brother related.
So for example, in my family, my stepsister is lesbian, and she has a child who's not blood related to her. But I don't actually necessarily think that matters. I think that you can love something so much without necessarily being blood related to it, and it doesn't change how good of a parent you're going to be either. Like, you can be an amazing parent without being blood related. She is, like, my stepsister's amazing parent to my niece, and like they absolutely love each other so much. So I think there's ways if you had like a child, or if you adopted, or even if you had like a pet or something, you could definitely love that just as much as you could love a child who was blood related to you, in my opinion. I mean, it is difficult because we're not in that situation, and maybe it's not really right of me to say, but like, I know it must be really challenging to not be able to have that option, but at the same time I think you can be an amazing mum or amazing dad no matter what, even if they're not blood related to you.
そうだね。次、子供たちが可愛すぎて仕事に行きたくなくなります。
私も本当に可愛い。Not even going to work, but like, even like just popping out to the shops. I don't want to like pop out without her. Okay? I don't want to go to the bathroom unless she's coming with me. You know? I don't want to go anywhere without her.
可愛いね。私も会社には行ってないけど、なんかお家でねしなきゃいけない仕事とかあって、なんか私のお母さんとかに見てもらったりするんだけど、気になって仕事集中できないっていうか、笑い声とか聞こえたらもう駆けつけたくなっちゃうし。そうそう。
And actually though, I understand going to work is really challenging, but as soon as you're at work and you get focused, you're like, right, I'm going to get my work done. I'm so excited. If I can get it done to the best of my ability, I can go home proud, and I can go home excited to see my child. You know? So I think it's really nice motivation to get your work finished.
どうしてここまでリスちゃんに一途でいられるんですか？ How can you be so devoted to one person?
Well, I think for me it's just natural that I would love you. Like, I think I met you. I never ever want to hurt anybody, let alone my partner. So why would I ever do something to lose the faith or the trust of someone I care about?
いや、なんか例えばさ、他の人と付き合ってみたいなとか思わない？
思わないよ。Sometimes I think, in my opinion, maybe people don't take enough responsibility when they get in a relationship. Because I feel like for me, I got in a relationship with you, so my responsibility is to try and work things out with you, even if things get tough, and not stray away from you and like go with someone else. And I don't want to do that because I care about you. And I think if you can do that, and you do go off with someone else, I don't think you truly cared about the person. So I think you need to take more responsibility when you get together with someone, which I think may be why it's good to know about the person a bit before getting together with them.
うちら1週間で付き合ってるよ。
1週間けど、それわかるけど、we chatted a lot, and I think that we talked a lot about our values and stuff. We got really deep into like conversation with each other, which maybe is not necessarily what people often do. So I think that worked well for us, and it was perfect, no? It's perfect, no?
じゃあなんでさみんな浮気すると思う？
I think because they're selfish. Like, and I think if you cheat, it's just selfish. You hurt other people because you want to feel better. You want to feel good. Well, just don't cheat. Just if you've got a problem, if there's something wrong, then talk to your partner. Don't go off and hurt them because you feel like something's not quite right. No, just grow up a bit and just talk to your partner. Come on, just talk to your partner. If it's not working out, then figure that out between you guys. Don't figure that out between some other person and you. You know? Why has it got to that point? Why has it got to that point where we couldn't have spoken about it already? You know? Communication really is the key.
次です。
It is.
やりたいことが見つからないこと、考えすぎて将来何をしたいのかわからなくなってしまう。
難しいね。
ルイスはさ、小さい時からやりたいことあった？
救急車の運転者して
そうなの？待って、めっちゃいろいろない。だってさ、シェフにもなりたかったでしょ。
シェフもなんか電車の
運転手。
そうなのもしたかったけど。But I never knew exactly what I wanted. I didn't know exactly what I wanted to do until I was like partway through university. I don't know how old this person is, but for example, let's say they're in high school. I didn't know what I wanted to do at high school, but I did know that I wanted to do, you know, not what I wanted to do, but I did know that like at that time I enjoyed doing maths. So I'm going to go to university and do maths. I think that you can always change your path no matter what. You can learn something new, no matter how old you are. And I think that you can figure that out later on. I think there's a big pressure for young people these days from like maybe schools or older people to be like, you should know what you want to do. But I don't think you do need to know what you want to do. I think you work it out in your own time.
そうだね。私もなんかやりたいものとか聞かれるからその自分の中で一応答えを用意してたけど、でも実際成長していく中でやっぱりやりたいこと違うなって思ったり、興味があるままにね進んでいって結局今ねこうやってね自分 YouTube したりとかしてるけど、なんか今からでももし本当にやりたいことがあったらできるかなと思うし、別に焦ってねやりたいこと探さなくても本当にやりたいことがあったら何歳でも遅くないと思うし、無理やり探すもんじゃないしね。
When I was going through my 4 years of university doing maths, I did not think that after that I would go straight to Japan and teach English. That was not what I planned to do, but I did it because that's what I wanted to do at the time, and it was exactly the perfect option for me. And I could figure out I wanted to do programming at some point in the future, and it ended up working out for me. I think if you try and like you try hard to do what you want at the time, just do what makes you happy, you can figure out anything.
見せたレイスです。
人生ポジティブに生きるコツを教えてください。
Realizing that you have something that is amazing, like whether that's like even just for me, I've got you guys, and that's fantastic. But even just being here, being able to live in such a nice place, like have an apartment, have food on the table, that's awesome, and like we're so lucky for that. Just being thankful for the things you have makes you feel and be positive, I think.
そうだよね。
And we've got such a both of us on both sides, it's such a loving family as well, you know.
全てはね経験だし、ネガティブなことがあってもまあ何もかもね最終的にはうまくいくって思ってればポジティブに考えれるかもね。
そう
好きな人ができない。
Of course, like I've got you, and I'm so lucky. I'm so in love with both of you guys. I'm like, come on.
You still here?
Go away. I love the little tired face. Well, like obviously, I'm really lucky because I've got you guys. But obviously, there's like a time where I was single, and there's sometimes people are single or stay single even, and I think it's important to realise that you can be happy on your own. I've met you, so I don't want to be on my own, and I feel very lucky and happy about that. But there's obviously, of course, times where I was on my own, but I can still be a happy person. If love is the right thing for you, it will come around in its own time. And I think feeling sad because you don't have love kind of comes back to the last question, but be appreciative of maybe the things that you do have, and other things will come your way in their own time. And I think if you then, because I've met people who, you know, they get together with people just because they feel lonely. I don't think it ends up necessarily being right, and you don't end up having that love between you. You know, I don't think you should find someone to fill a hole that you have that you feel is missing. I think you should find someone because you like them and you think that like they're a good match for you.
I feel like it's not to fill up your heart, it's to fill up others' hearts, so you need to be
So, yeah, it's about being selfless as well. Yeah,
so-
definitely. Hiya, are you awake? Are you looking at the camera? Oh.
リセさんみたいに私も旦那からサプライズされたいです。
For example, if you felt like I was not surprising you enough, I think the right thing for you to do would just be to tell me. Not in a bad way, but just be like, would you mind surprising me? Not like, can you surprise me for my birthday tomorrow? Not like a
be
plan.
spontaneous, right?
But being spontaneous. And I think if your partner knows that you want them to be a bit more spontaneous, then they'll make the effort to do that.
じゃあ言えばいいってこと？
Not be like you're doing everything wrong, but just more like, I've been thinking, like, would you mind if you be a bit more spontaneous sometimes? Or like, would you mind planning that and me not knowing about it?
ああ、いいじゃん。
Something like that. I feel like if you talk to them, that would be the best solution, in my opinion.
はい、こんな感じですかね。他にもなんか。
You're looking like a pretty mummy.
こんな感じですかね。大丈夫？じゃあちょっとね、ルルちゃんとも遊びたいのでこのぐらいで終わろうと思います。じゃあまたお悩みあったらまた募集するかもしれないのでインスタの方フォローよろしくお願いします。
よろしくお願いします。
バイバイ。
バイバイ。